Welcome to Thriving Tribesmen. My name is Corey, your host, and I'm excited to be making this episode. I'm responding to a post that I saw on Reddit regarding masturbation, and this person was asking, is anybody else struggling to enjoy masturbation? And the post goes on to talk about the issues they're having within a relationship and how he's been using masturbation as a way of coping. And I think most people within a sexless relationship, that's the go-to thing. And when you do go through that process of using that as a way of coping, you open yourself up to staying within a sexless relationship for a longer period. And the reason why is because whenever you're now trying to seduce or trying to make some effort to fix the relationship, you always have this backup. So if she says no, you're like, okay, she says no, I can just go and have a masturbate. And really, she can feel that, she can sense it. And then it alters the way you behave around her as well when you are masturbating. And I'm not saying it's wrong, and I'm not trying to put a moral view on masturbation. I've got no moral views regarding it. I know some guys that are Christians that listen to this that have got moral views on it, and I respect your opinion on that. But generally, I've got no issues with it. Personally, I do masturbate, depending on where or what schedule is and what's going on, whether she's on a period, and some situation where I'm almost about to suffer with blue balls because I find it very sexy, I find it attractive, but there's no logistical way of doing it. I will then go and relieve myself, but I tend not to do it in order to escape loneliness or sadness or anything like that. Because the moment I start doing that, it creates this pattern of wanting to continuously escape, and therefore keeps me in a sexual relationship because I'm using that as backup to the real thing. And again, there's also real research that's been put on it that it's superficial sex, and therefore your brain starts seeking for more stimulant in order for you to actually enjoy it. So while you could watch porn for 5 minutes and have a sexual release, you have to watch even more longer content and you have to scour for more and more content to mentally stimulate you in order to actually have that release. And this is probably the situation this person is in that uh, the masturbating or the stimulation, the mental stimulation is taking a lot longer, so they have to spend a lot longer on porn and again becomes this almost quote unquote addiction. And this is how the addiction ends up holding on because you have to spend longer and longer periods. And because you're not getting that sexual release, you're going for, it's now seeking it out more often and more frequently. And then you're now falling down in this path. And a lot of you guys are probably suffering with this. And the best way of changing this whole thing is, really just doing the cold turkey. I'm not going to masturbate. I'm not going to go and have porn. I'm not going to do. And again, this is what I did personally. And I was going through this situation where I was using sex as a way of really trying to cope with life and cope with many issues that were going on in my life. And I realized that it was so destructive to the way I was doing things as a father, as a parent, um, as a wife, as a husband, as a colleague, work colleague. I was consumed by trying to mask the pain that I was going through using sex and using porn, and that was so destructive for me personally as a person. So I know some of you guys are going through this, and I'm not. I would like to challenge you to actually stop and really take it one day at a time, take it a few hours at a time, break it down to 3 hours. Okay, the next 3 hours, I'm not going to watch porn, I'm not going to engage in porn. When you get to those 3 hours, then you count another 3 hours. And eventually, you're going to find that the day is gone, then you do another 3 hours. And then you keep doing that. And you'll find yourself over a period of time, you've gone for a whole week, you've now gone for a whole month. And all of a sudden there's also some byproduct. The way you approach your relationship changes. So thank you very much for listening, guys, and hopefully it's something that you needed to hear. I was sharing more about myself, so you can see that it's not just you that's going through it. So many people are going through it. I've been through it. Many men are going through it right now, and you're not alone. If you want some support and help, go to Thriving Tribesmen Facebook group. They'll be able to help you over there. Thank you very much.